Buddy, but we got
Hello,
a thumbs
everybody.
up over here.
Wait, what?
It's a Friday afternoon. There's giggling going on. We are at Ready Tech Go at the Mall of America, and it is Friday College Day in the drone racing world. CDSC, Collegiate Drone Sports Championships. That's what we do on Fridays. Hard to believe it's December already, or maybe not. Longest, shortest year ever. And we've only got this plus 2 more Fridays to go before we take a break for the holidays and to get into a whole new year, hoping for great things in 2021. So this is a chance to see the college pilots as they gear up for our finale, which will be Friday, December 18th, will be our last collegiate race. of this flying fall season. But this is a really good one. We got some great pilots racing with us in the sim. Of course, we started off flying real life and sim races on Friday. Not doing real life races right now because we're closed at the Mall of America until this pandemic cools off a little bit. But now all the pilots are flying with us in the simulator. We will continue racing in the simulator no matter what happens with COVID-19. And that's a nice thought to keep in mind. So today we've got 5 collegiate pilots. We're going to meet them here in just a moment. I am Marty McFlyen. This is Netizen01. We stream, gosh.
A lot.
A lot, yeah. We start on Wednesdays with the elementary kids, with the Kid Legends. Last night we were racing with the middle school and high school kids in the YDSC Thursday night race. And on Fridays we got college kids, and now on Saturdays, tomorrow, we're going to have the EDSC, the Elite Drone Sports Championships, and that's middle school, high school, elementary school, college. I did that out of order, but that's all of them, all combined, the best of the best. So today is college day, and we've got 5 college pilots. Do we have them all lined up on a screen here, Joel, that I can reference as we get going here?
Maybe. Let's head over here to this screen.
Joel has better lighting than me.
He has some better lighting.
Why is that? I think he designed that intentionally. I guess you got to bring your own lighting if you want good lighting.
I'll give you a little bit brighter here.
No, it's okay. Oh, there we are.
There you go.
Okay, cool. Thanks. All right, here are our racers. We have 5 racers from the collegiate ranks flying with us today. And Sour Power, if I didn't mention Sour Power yet, he is our race manager, our chief mentor, and our course designer, and he's dialed up some pretty amazing courses to fly today. We're going to race, and we're going to play something we call Chase the Gates. So who's going to be doing all that? These 5 pilots, starting with, in the upper left, gosh, it feels like we've known this guy forever, and he's just a young man, junior in college, started flying with us when he was a teenager. We called him the Teen Sensation. Now he's a junior at the University of Minnesota. This is Sam Westlake, Nautilus FPV, one of our all-time favorites. Welcome, Nautilus, to another CDSC Friday. And we got a fun course to fly here. Anything stand out to you about this course we're about to see? Cool. Well, I'm a big fan of it, so we're going to take a look at that here soon. Great to have you flying with us. Next to Nautilus, with the cool, what is that called again, Charlie?
It's a flyboard.
A flyboard picture. I already gave you his name. This is Charlie Postlethwaite, poster duck, freshman in college, originally from Lakeville, Minnesota, and your first time flying with us in the sim. Is that right, Charlie?
Yeah, that's right.
How do you like VelociDrone so far?
I like it a lot. It's fun just to be able to do things you can't do in real life and to not have to rebuild something when you slam it into a wall. Kind of fun.
That's one of the main benefits. Yes, well said. All right, well, it's nice to have you here, Charlie. Poster duck with the flyboard, flying drones with us virtually here in VelociDrone today. Next to him, we have somebody who's been doing major damage here on Fridays this fall, and actually a high school senior, but taking college classes, repping the University of Minnesota, as he's qualified to do. This is Speedy Tinkles. What's up, Tinkles?
How's it going?
Good. Are you excited to be flying with these other pilots today? Got some good competition today.
Yeah, we've had some awesome races in previous weeks, so I'm definitely looking forward to this race today.
All right, cool. It's great to have you flying. Next to Tinkles, we have all the way from Melrose, Minnesota, another high school senior, but taking college classes for credit right now, both algebra and chemistry, if I remember correctly. He works at Coburn's when he's not taking all those classes and flying drones. Real name Spencer, pilot name Cyrus. Welcome, Cyrus. All right, Cyrus is here. And you know, on Discord,
Wow.
There he is. On Discord, your name is the Flying Husky. What does that mean?
We are the St. Cloud State Huskies. Sorry, my Discord is in and out, so just
No
tell me
worries.
if you can't hear me.
We gotcha. So you're going to go to St. Cloud State, and you're the Flying Huskies, and it sounds like you're going to have a drone team there. Is that right?
I mean, if if he wants to get back into it, then yes. But I looked at all the sports and clubs, and drone wasn't on there, so we might need to start one.
We're going to have to change that. And by he, you mean Andy, who is the original YDSC individual state champion from Apple Valley, Minnesota. Won it the first time we ever did it. Now he is at St. Cloud State. So you guys will be joining forces, and so we'll have to talk to Andy about getting an official team on the official list of school clubs and teams at St. Cloud State, the Huskies. Excited to have you there. And the 5th pilot in the lineup today. Confirmed late. Excited to have him here. He's back up at Grand Forks after spending the holidays near the Twin Cities where he's from. From the University of North Dakota, this is Ruskell Moratsky Jr., pilot name Rusky. What's up, Rusky?
Not much. Doing
So-
good.
So you fly real planes. I'm just going to ask you a question here. This is
Yeah.
I did not prepare you for this, but you get that plane in your picture. There's a video on Instagram right now of a small plane that made an emergency landing on 35W on Wednesday
Yes.
night. Have you seen
I
that?
saw that. Yeah.
And I read in the comments that that's what pilots are trained to do, that if they have to make an emergency landing, that it's better to try to land on a highway. Is that true?
Oh yes. Yeah, definitely. Especially over the cities, it's it's much better than like alternative, like hitting a building.
Right.
That's not good.
Right.
Most of the time, those highway landings, you can actually use the plane again.
Oh my God.
That one was an exception because the car in front of him braked and he hit the wing. It was pretty bad damage, but it's better than the water. It's better than a building. The highway is definitely the way to go.
It was a super impressive video. It was the MinDOT cameras that captured it, and I guess I can't blame the driver who braked because you don't expect to see a plane landing behind you.
My professor said that they probably thought it was like a police car or something because of all the flashing lights, and
Oh,
it was
sure.
kind of at dusk.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that is an amazing video. I will try to post it. I'll tweet a link to it from our Youth Drone Sports Twitter account, the little used Twitter account, but I'm going to try to change that. But anyway, if you're watching and you're wondering, I'll put it there. But thanks for commenting on that, Rusky. Really interesting, and it's great to have a real-life pilot flying with us here in the CDSC. So those are our 5 pilots, and what they're going to do, we're going to race this really cool course that Nautilus was talking about. Going to do it 5 times. And how many laps do we do on this course again, Sour Power? 3 laps on this course. So they're going to do 5 3-lap heats, and depending on how they finish, they're going to score points based on their finish order. And after 5, we're going to tally up all the points and see who the top 2 are. Top 2 will move on to a championship round. That will conclude the racing portion. And after that, we're going to play our brand new game that we call Chase the Gates, invented here at Ready Tech Go at the Mall of America, modified for VelociDrone since we can't do it in real life at the moment. So we'll get to that after the racing. So all the pilots will stick around for Chase the Gates if they can. Super fun new game. So with all of that, I think we are getting ready. We're going to... All right, we're listening as Sour Power is getting the pilots ready for the first heat. I think they're all ready. We've talked to them enough. I'm sure they're ready to fly. All these questions I fire at them. Great group, though. It's going to be very exciting to see. Curious about Poster Duck. First time flying in the sim. An experienced real-life pilot, but he's adapting like we all are. Or this temporary closure at Ready Tech Go. Cyrus playing up with the college kids for the first time. Rusky back up at UND. Flew with us from home last week. Did not have the internet speeds that he was accustomed to, so you see the return of Rusky. Okay, are they ready? Sour Power. Okay, let's line them up. You're looking at course through the eyes of one of the pilots. This course is not great for spectator cams, so we are going to ride along. There's not a lot of places you can put the cameras. And we are with Speedy Tinkles right now, who's in second place chasing Rusky. You can see Rusky right there in his sights. Speedy is chasing him. Rusky, who was just talking about emergency landing procedures in real planes, because he flies real planes, absolutely crushing on this course as he goes up. Now that is one lap. Those hanging, impossibly suspended mini tunnels up there, the first of those is the finish gate, but this is a 3-lapper. So let's see. Speedy Tinkle's still chasing. It's Poster Duck in third, Nautilus in fourth, and Cyrus in fifth at the moment. You can see that down in the lower left. Speedy Tinkle's keeping pace with Rusky, but Rusky not giving him anything. Oh, but that's close. All right, a 2-gate difference. Speedy has some contact problems. Gives Rusky a little bit more room. 4-gate lead for Rusky right now. Switch to Rusky. Let's see if he can hang on as he goes through the flags. And as he hits that first tunnel, and he does it. Rusky gets your first win, but points are important. Speedy Tinkle's second. Here comes Poster Duck. Poster Duck third. Nautilus right behind him in fourth. And now we are on board with Cyrus FPV, the Flying Husky. As he's moving through the abandoned, broken down building portion, now up on the roof. The flags, a little dip down, and Cyrus comes in. Strong finish in fifth place. All right, wow, Rusky was wire to wire there. Speedy was on his tail the whole time, but could not reel him in. So now you've got a taste of this course. Really cool environment. That is something that, like Poster Duck said, you can do things you can't do in real life. Crash into things and not have to fix anything. And you can just transport yourself to worlds like this and buildings like this and light it all up and fly through it. It's pretty cool. All right, how are we doing the points today, Netizen? Are we doing low points good, high points good? I can't remember.
High points good. 2 high points good.
All right, high points good. So Rusky gets the 5-pointer. At 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so as we tally those points up,
Yeah, we'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1
Yep.
will be the distribution. Let's see what happens, though, over the course of these next 5 heats as these pilots are just ripping around again. We're watching Cyrus. It's fun to fly as much as you can between heats. Work on your lines.
There we go. All right, good now.
Okay. Sour Power, are they ready to go again? Okay. See the countdown. This is heat number 2, and they are off. You're on board with Speedy Tinkles, who gets the first lead, but Rusky passes him up. They are trading places. These two setting the pace once again. Wow, Speedy had the lead for just a moment. I think he got the hole shot, as they say. Got through the first obstacle. But it was just a matter of Rusky getting off the launch pad and getting into his spot in the front. So we are watching. This is full-on Death Star chase mode here. Speedy Tinkles. But Speedy has an issue. Nautilus is in third. And he catch him. Poster Duck in fourth, Cyrus in fifth, as it stands right now. Rusky's got a lead, but Speedy is closing in a little bit after his mishap. I don't know, maybe Rusky had something too. It is looking a lot like a repeat of the last one. Poster Duck has moved into third. Nautilus in fourth, Cyrus in fifth. As we see Speedy, can he reel in Rusky? False move. Oh, Rusky wins it again. Speedy comes in second. We are watching Nautilus here. If he can... Nautilus in fourth. He's a ways behind Poster Duck. Poster Duck gets third. Here, let's watch Nautilus come through the flags. Nautilus takes... just ahead of Cyrus, it looks like. Let's look at the board. Yeah, Nautilus was just ahead of Cyrus there by a little more than a second. Rusky, 2 for 2. 2 wins for Rusky. Same exact finish order. Speedy Tinkle second, Poster Duck third, Nautilus fourth, and Cyrus FPV fifth. Okay, consistent so far. Rusky showing that he is the pace setter. He had a 3-second edge on Tinkles that time. Very close at the start. And Tinkles, what was it? You had a little bit of contact there. Was that in the second lap?
Yeah, that was the second lap, but it's pretty blind trying to come up through that, hit that gap consistently when you're just trying to get through something on the ceiling. Especially when you're not in acro and you're in angled, you can't really angle your camera much more if you're trying to go fast. But
okay, interesting. And Rusky's actually...
it's a hard one to hit. You just gotta be consistent with it, and that was one of those times where I missed it.
Well, you gotta be pretty perfect to try to close in on Rusky. And Rusky, you're flying in rate or acro mode, correct?
Yep.
So that's how the pilots fly the outdoor racing drones, the 5-inch racing drones. Often with micro racing, tiny whip racing, the default is angle mode, but have you always flown micros in acro?
Well, yeah. I mean, for the first week I did this, I did angle because the course was so tight, but the last 2 weeks the courses have been outdoors. And I've always flown acro mode for 5 inches on whoops in real life. So when the course is just bigger like this, I think it's faster to have in acro.
Well, it's working for you so far. Very interesting. Okay. Anybody else flying acro? I think everybody else is flying angle, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if that's not correct.
I'm in acro, Marty.
You are flying acro. Okay, Nautilus is
Yeah.
also flying acro. Cool. But that's not something you've always done with whoops. Is that right?
No, that's on a per course basis that I decide if I'm flying acro or not.
Okay. Cool. Well, sounds like this course calls for it. Lots of stretches and expanses to get through. All right, I think everyone's had a chance to stretch their thumbs. We're ready to go again, Sour Power? Okay, let's do it again. And all right, took me a minute to get back into FPV mode here. Rusky saw that quick pass. Tinkle's fastest off the line. He is speedy, but Rusky just needs enough room to kind of edge in front. Flying in acro mode, no self-leveling. Acro mode, not easy to do. If you're wondering, if you're stumbling upon this and wondering what in the world's going on, this is the virtual version of what we do in real life. Flying drones in first-person view. These are little tiny palm-sized micro FPV drones, micro first-person view drones. Flying them virtually in VelociDrone with the same controllers we use when you fly the real thing, so it's an amazing simulator experience. And it is not easy to do. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay, Speedy Tinkles. We are watching his view as he chases Rusky. the junior from University of North Dakota. He's won the first 2 heats. Trying to stay in front of everybody. He's got a 2.5, 3 gate lead. Poster Duck once again in 3rd, Nautilus in 4th, Cyrus in 5th. Consistent over the course of this 3-lap heat. Here comes Tinkles. He's right behind Rusky again. Rusky gets it for a 3rd time in a row with Tinkles 2nd. Poster Duck takes 3rd. Here comes Nautilus. FPV also flying in acro mode, no self-leveling. Oh, cool twist through the tunnel. Finish. Thanks for that, Sam. That was fun. And now we're watching Cyrus navigating through this course. This will be a fun one to fly in real life. On a no-wind day. And here he comes. Oh, we missed it. Oh. That wouldn't look weird on our end, but worked for Cyrus. Okay. Wow, 3 up. Same finish order every time. Rusky, Speedy Tinkles, Poster Duck, Nautilus, and Cyrus FPV. Poster Duck, what's it like racing in the sim for your first time compared to all the real-life races you've been doing with us?
Well, I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would.
Yeah, very impressive. Hanging in the middle of this pack, and this is a strong pack. Anything that you're noticing is distinctly different?
Everything is perfectly consistent. Sometimes with the real quad, you'll do something 2 times in a row and it'll act differently, so it's very consistent.
That's interesting, okay. Well, hopefully you can enjoy that while it lasts. Okay, so we got 2 more. I'm waiting for somebody to kind of break this this cycle up here. We got the same exact order. If things stay the way they are, it'll be Rusky and Speedy Tinkles in the final, and they've been super close. And we'll switch courses when we go to the final, so that could mean different results. You never know. We are lining up here for 4th of 5 heats. Start. All right. On with Speedy Tinkles again. Giving it all he's got to try to keep up with Flying Hawk from UND, North Dakota. Rusky. Originally from the Twin Cities. Rusky went up to the University of North Dakota. They've got a great aviation program up there, and he flies real planes. He's extremely fast with the drones as well, maintaining a couple gate margin as they're in their 2nd of 3 laps and building that lead now. Let's watch Nautilus. He's chasing Poster Duck. Look at that. Nautilus is in 4th. Poster Duck in his sights. Poster Duck, college freshman, flying first time with us in the sim. Likes the consistency he's getting. Meanwhile, here's Rusky. Here's your leader. Handling this course in acro with extreme skill and speed. And here he is. That's 4 in a row. Switching back to Speedy Tinkles in 2nd once again. 4 2nd place finishes in a row. Now can Nautilus catch Poster Duck? He's trying. Oh, Poster Duck gets 3rd. Nautilus 4th. The same thing every time. Remarkable consistency as we watch Cyrus FPV finishing off in the suspended mini tunnels. I don't know. What do you make of this, Sour Power? Same finish order 4 times in a row. All right, well, we'll see. Maybe somebody is going to throw a curveball here. The last one. If the points, let's see, the points are adding up. Yeah, I think there's still a chance. Poster Duck would have to win this one. Tinkles would have to place last. And they would tie. So there is a chance for Poster Duck. But that's the same thing for everybody. We're talking about maybe mixing up the format here. Just everybody hang tight. I'd like to try that. No, that's fine. Sour Power's thinking up something new. Pilots, are you guys okay if we throw a little curve at you after this one? Something new to try?
That's fun.
Sure.
Sour on the spot. I never trust sour on the spot. So I've learned that in dough.
This is dough inspired. Dough inspired. And if you wonder what we mean by dough, DOH is daily office hours. We try different things. That's our testing bed. A lot of these pilots have gotten huge improvements day in and day out in dough, and now we're going to see why. But we got one more scoring round to go here. Let's see if anybody can break the cycle. We're going to need something like a first and a last to kind of see any change on the full leaderboard. All right, I'm going to switch to Speedy Tinkles here, and let's line them up. 3, 2, 1, go. Full shot for Tinkles. There's Rusky climbing into the lead again. It must be acro action. Actually, we got Nautilus in second place right now. This is something different. Nautilus going all out, chasing Rusky. Speedy Tinkles trying to keep pace with Nautilus. We're watching Speedy Tinkles feed. Your leader is Rusky from the University of North Dakota. Nautilus Jr. from the University of Minnesota. Golden Gophers. Majoring in engineering, minor in product design. Now Speedy Tinkles has overtaken Nautilus. Speedy Tinkles taking college classes at the University of Minnesota as well. Nautilus now back into second. Trying to catch Rusky, but Rusky's maintaining his lead. We're on board with Rusky right now as he's looking to finish this thing. Moving through those flags. And 5 for 5 for Rusky. But Nautilus breaks the chain. Does another cool little spin as he comes through. Poster Duck finishes just ahead. I missed that. Just saw it happen down below in the results. Poster Duck got ahead of Speedy Tinkles at the last second. And there is Cyrus finishing up. Let me check. Look how close that was. Wow. 1/100th? 150 100ths? Milliseconds, I mean? I gotta figure out how to read that. It was super close. It was way less than a second, like a tenth of a second. Separating Poster Duck and Speedy Tinkles, 3rd and 4th place. Rusky got a 6-second win over Nautilus. Let's see what that does to the points. I don't know if that's going to shake the foundation enough. And now, Sour Power, let's explain what you were talking about as we wait for these points to tally. Are they already in? They are. Okay, so it's Rusky and Speedy Tinkles were top 2. Poster Duck 3 points back. Nautilus, despite that second place, are those all tabulated?
Mm-hmm.
They are, okay.
Rusky got first.
Rusky first, Tinkles second.
All of them, right? Yep.
Yep. And there was a little bit of change up in that last one with Nautilus taking second, but not enough to climb up into the final. But what is this format, Sour Power? Voice of God from off screen. All right, true daily office hours style. Sour Power is going to throw a course at them. You're not going to have a chance to practice, but what does this mean for the finals? We're just doing this quick, and then we're going to the finals with Tinkles and Rusky? Is that how that's working?
Well, I didn't know if it was going to add to it or not, or what.
So somebody could win on this. Oh, this is just continuing to add to the points.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so
It's not the difference, it's the points where as long as it doesn't disrupt too much.
yeah. Okay, so chase the ace. This is a bit of a curve, but pilots, we always like
You can
trying new
use
things.
any classic quad or just a different micro.
You gotta race micros.
Just the micro, yeah. It's going to be an 65
Alright.
All right, so the pilots are going to take a look at this course. They're going to choose a quad. It's going to be 3 laps, and we're going to do chase the ace. So the first pilot to win twice will end this round. Points will continue to accumulate based on finish order. Then we will have our final. Okay. No prior practice on the course that they are about to see. And let's reveal it. Pilots are all looking at it, deciding what quads they want to use. Not. Okay. Looks like it's the subway station to me. Alright, so they're going to have to follow the gate indicators and try to win a race as they explore. We've seen this map before. I think most of these pilots should be familiar with this subway station map, but not allowing any practice for these 5 pilots. Let's see what happens in terms of spontaneous racing. Okay, let's see it. Here's your countdown. BD Tinkles is your early leader. Followed by Poster Duck climbing up ladders. Oh, I gotta switch cameras. Here we go, we're going downstairs. Following Speedy. Oh, that was a cool shot. Getting good at this one. He's going back upstairs. Like he's been here before. Cyrus has climbed into second place. Rusky currently in third. Tinkle's making sure he's hitting all the gates. This is a 3-lapper, as Sour Power said. Now Rusky's climbed up into second. He's coming for Speedy Tinkles past the Egg McMuffin sign, and we're going downstairs. Some cool music playing here at Ready Tech Go. This is perfect music for this course, Joel. Speedy continuing to set the pace. Speedy Tinkles, it's like the perfect name for a subway station. Ever been in a subway station, you know what I mean? Let him go. All right, on to his 3rd lap. It's Speedy Tinkles. But Rusky is closing. Getting the hang of this course now, 3rd time through. As we go down the stairs. Rusky's only 1-ish gates back now. Wonder if battery becomes an issue as we come up the stairs. Speedy is able to create a little bit more space now. Rusky in 2nd, Cyrus in 3rd, Poster Duck in 4th, Nautilus in 5th. Here comes Speedy Tinkles, and he finishes it. Rusky right behind him, just a 2nd back. Here comes Cyrus. Cyrus with 3rd. Now Poster Duck up the stairs. In the double. Going around that crossbar. And Poster Duck grabs 4th. Nautilus temporarily seated. Again, looks as if he's still flying acro mode to me. Might take a little bit of getting used to on this course. Okay, so Speedy Tinkles grabs the win there. Points are automatically populating in our system, I believe, right, Joel? Speedy Tinkles has the first ace, but
Can I go again?
go again.
This is dose now, so.
Well, so how are we running points on this one?
Yes.
I want to just keep 4 wins, or 5 points for winners.
Yeah.
I can't switch up scoring that.
No, that's fine. So Speedy got the 5 that time. You got the results in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Speedy's once again in the lead here. Gotta get downstairs. There he is. He's been all over the place. Poster Duck is in second. Speedy, I think, has flown this course before. This is where a little bit of prior experience can come in handy. Poster Duck, who's new to the simulator, though, has taken this course in stride. I end up being out of sync with these cameras. Alright, second lap, Speedy out front, Poster Duck, and Rusky right on top of each other for second place. Rusky gets hung up a little as he tries to catch Poster Duck. He does. Poster Duck had to go back, so Rusky now in second, coming for Speedy Tinkles. He's downstairs, coming through the subway car on his 3rd lap. There he is. Speedy Tinkles 2 for 2. Rusky ahead of Poster Duck, trying to grab second. He does, just ahead of Poster Duck, 2 seconds ahead of Poster Duck. And now we have Cyrus FPV with a lead on Nautilus. Strong finish for Cyrus in 4th. Nautilus in 5th. Okay, so we do chase the ace. Speedy Tinkles goes 2 in a row to end the chase the ace round. Finishes first in both. Rusky finishes second. So kind of a flip of what we saw in the original scoring heats where there was prior practice. But the same top 2 emerge. So we should not have any difference. Those 2 were atop the leaderboard coming out of the first round of scoring heats. Now we threw this daily office hour style, this doe style sight unseen course. That gave Speedy a little bit of an edge in terms of how it finished, but now Speedy Tinkles and Rusky will be moving on to a Chase the Ace final for the win. Where will Sour Power take them? Everybody else, please hang out because we are going to play Chase the Gates as soon as this is over. All right, we are teleporting through space and time. Let me switch over here. While we're doing this, Speedy Tinkles, what was it about this course that allowed you to go 2 for 2, do you think?
I had raced this course before, so
I had raced
that
this
was
course.
definitely an unfair advantage for me.
Yeah, well, but 3 laps, it gives everybody a chance to kind of get the hang of it. Poster Duck did really well. Had never really flown in VelociDrone much, so maybe some advantage. Rusky, anything that was a little more challenging on this one? You were still flying acro, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was a good course. I actually liked it. I hadn't played it before though.
Okay, yeah, a lot of upstairs, downstairs stuff. Yeah, he was making up ground as soon as he kind of got the hang of it. Okay, so it's just Speedy Tinkles and Rusky here. Just plain old chase the ace here. You got to win it, you got to prove it. Best of 3, since it's a match race. All right, and this course is called DDC. Ban the DDC, 5M. A lot of code speak. Oh yeah, we know this area. Got that airplane sitting in the middle of that warehouse. So we're watching Speedy Tinkles. I'll let him fly it a little bit, Sour Power. They did practice on it before the race. Okay. Well, let's line them up then. I gotta find my right position here. Okay, Speedy Tinkles off fast as usual. Through the tunnel, around the flags, following along on those floor indicators, those little half balls on the floor. Speedy with a 10. It was 10 gates, not anymore. Just a couple gates. The good on Rusky here. Can Speedy Tinkles come back? Got some points in our dough style portion, and now he's got the lead here over Rusky. Consistently second in the scoring rounds, but the tables have been turned. We're in the finals so far. Let's see what happens. How many laps are we going? 3 laps all day long with these college kids. They can handle it. On to his 3rd lap is Speedy Tinkles going up and around the plane. This is another course that Speedy, I think, has some previous experience on. Rusky is a newcomer in the YDSC CDSC circuit. He's getting the hang of it fast as he chases Speedy Tinkles. You might be wondering, who is Speedy Tinkles? Is he a new pilot? Well, he's an old pilot with a new name. Used to be called Donut. Several varieties of donut. Now he's Speedy Tinkles, and he gets it. First ace. 5 seconds ahead of Rusky. Okay, consistent. Got the lead and held the lead. That's how Speedy Tinkles grabs the first ace of this Chase the Ace. Okay, so if Speedy wins this next one, it's over. Can Rusky force a 3rd and deciding heat? We're going to keep going because we got pilots waiting for Chase the Gates. Let's line them up again. Here's your countdown. Can Speedy end it right here? As Poster Duck was saying, you can do things in the sim that you can't do in real life. One of those things is just change courses a lot. Oh, now they're, look at this, right on top of each other. And this is just the beginning. Look at these two. Good thing Rusky turned mid-airs off because they'd be nudging each other right now. Rusky and Speedy Tinkles. Rusky grabs the lead here. Seems to have gotten the hang of this course. Flying a little bit more aggressive this time. Speedy takes the lead in the plane section. Back to Rusky. This is what I love about three-dimensional racing, everybody. The lines you can take as you're changing elevation. Lead changes are possible in ways you cannot see on the ground. And you're seeing a perfect example of it here. Look at these two. Rusky grabs the lead back. He's got something happened to Tinkles there. Sends him out of the picture. Remember, if Tinkles can win this, it's over. But Rusky trying to force a rubber match, as we call it. A 3rd and deciding as he goes through the big red X. And the chandelier. Speedy Tinkle's trying to gobble up gates, trying to get back in the picture, but we do not see him now as we're tracking with Rusky. Rusky with a 139. 5 seconds ahead of Speedy Tinkles. So, pretty much a reverse of the first heat. Great matchup. Rusky pretty much dominated the scoring heats. Then we went into the surprise heat. Speedy Tinkles, with some prior experience on that course, 2 for 2 on that one. Now we have a split in the final. This is as good as we could have hoped for. These two pilots have been the best, fastest pilots today. Let's see what they can do. This is sudden death. Winner takes it. Winner take all. This is Chase the Ace match race. Heat 3. Let's see what happens. Good luck, pilots. They are off to a fast start. Speedy Tinkles, as usual, grabs the initial lead, but then Rusky grabs it back. I think they are going to hang very close. Oh, Tinkles has some issues on that gate progression, that purple gate progression. He's going to have to make that up somehow. Will Rusky let him? Just caught one of those gates on the way up. Tough section. A lot of race left though. It's a 3-lapper. Rusky no problem with that section as he goes through it for the second time. And down the tunnel. Asking if Speedy Tinkles has been having issues. He is flying and racing. He's just got a ways to make up. Rusky keeping it together, doing what he has to do, smooth and fast. It'll be hard to catch for anybody. Here we see Speedy been around the plane in the foreground, but Rusky with another 139. Very consistent, very fast, and Rusky takes today's CDSC race. Coming back in the final. Had to go 2 in a row, and that's exactly what he did as we watch Speedy Tinkles finish up at an issue when you don't want it.
No, I didn't have any issues. No.
All right, so we just checked to make sure, but that today's race goes to the winner of the very first scoring heat, the winner of 4 of 5 scoring heats, and 2 in a row here in the finals to close it out. It's Rusky from the University of North Dakota, the Hawks. Rusky, did you make any adjustments after the first heat on this course to come back and grab those 2 in a row with almost an identical time in heats 2 and 3?
Not any adjustments. I crashed out because I couldn't remember the plane section as well as Speedy could. I hit the ground, got stuck a little bit. So I almost caught him by the end of the first heat, but he took that one.
Got it. So a little bit of a crash in that first one, but once you got the hang of it, I didn't see very much contact out of you in heats 2 and 3. Were they pretty clean?
Yeah, they were clean. I improved my best time on that map, actually.
Very
That
nice.
is good.
Congratulations. And Speedy Tinkles grabbed the first ace, and then as we went into that final heat 3 showdown, you had some contact on that gate section in the first lap. Was that sort of what set you back?
Yeah, I was crashing a ton on that third race and kind of just messed me up and mentally got me in a place where felt like there was no way coming back. So that was just tough.
Once you're back a little bit, I guess you just got to kind of go for it. And if you're going for it, and you saw how fast you were, dominated that middle section, that surprise section, so that's always fun to try something different in the middle. So great job today, Speedy Tinkles. Just ran into some extremely fast flying in acro mode by Rusky. So great job, all the pilots in the racing portion. Nice job by Poster Duck, first time racing with us in the sim. And my favorite visual of the day so far, Nautilus going through the finish tunnel in the scoring rounds with that little twist that he was doing every time. Mr. Style, Mr. Panache, Nautilus FPV. All right, are they all back? Do we have Cyrus as well? You're going to play Chase the Gates. Now, in real life, Chase the Gates is a new game that we invented at Ready Tech Go, where we have gates that we can turn on and off individually. So we turn on a gate, and every pilot has to try to hit that gate, fly through it, that is. But you got to fly through it while it's lit up, and it's only going to be lit up for a few seconds. So 2 minutes, one gate at a time lit up. All the pilots try to hit the gates that are lit up. You get a point for each one you get, and most points wins. Well, we have modified that for VelociDrone. The way we do it in VelociDrone is the pilots are going to see gate indicators, and those are the gates they need to hit next. We've basically taken a race course and we've randomized the gates. They don't go in a sequential progression. They're just randomly scattered all over the place. When the pilots are flying, they get little arrow indicators in their screen telling them where the next gate they need to hit is, and then they see a drone icon in the gate that they need to hit next. So they have to be responsive here. This is not about memorization. This is about responding to what you see next, more like a non-racing sport, more like a reaction sport. So we like that this mixes things up a little bit, not about just repeating and memorizing lines. And we've got a randomized order of gates here in the library, but it's not just any library. There's an airplane. Speaking of an airplane landing on the freeway here in Minneapolis, somehow this airplane got into the library in VelociDrone. Anything's possible in VelociDrone. We've also got a bouncy house, a little trampoline thingy, something inflatable. All right, so we are watching the pilots as they're zipping around here, just getting the hang of the library. I've been playing the game Clue lately with my kids. Such a great game. If you haven't played Clue in a while, break it out again. This library reminds me of that game. It's just got that same vibe. So we are racing in the library with the airplane. Smack dab in the middle of the carpet. Okay. And we've got thumbs up. So again, this is kind of like a race, but it's not. They're going to have 2 minutes. We're going to do the 2-minute rule, right, Sour Power?
Yes, sir.
All right, so pilots, you just need to know that when we say it's 2 minutes, you disarm. Disarm after 2 minutes so that we can hold the official gate count and quantify the results. All right, so who can hit the most gates in 2 minutes? We are about to see. This is Chase the Gates, CDSC style, round 1. Are the pilots ready? No questions? Okay, here we go. Who's going to establish themselves as the most responsive pilot? I know last week, Nautilus was really good at this. I gotta look around and find where's the next gate. We will not see their gate indicators though, so we're just kind of watching a swarm. Okay, Speedy Tinkles, Rusky, Poster Duck, Nautilus, they're all pretty much right there. It's one giant swarm. Poster Duck was in the lead for a second, now Rusky's in the lead. Who can see those gates first and get there fastest? Super close so far. All right, Speedy's jumping out. I thought Speedy was jumping out ahead, but Poster Duck catches up. Speedy Tinkles, Poster Duck, kind of following each other. Where do I go next? I've been told that it's good to just do the yaw, just to get up in the air and rotate around. It's called yaw, Y-A-W. You can do that in a drone. Speedy goes down for an unscheduled landing. To that bouncy house thing. I'm calling it a bouncy house, but poster duck. And Speedy tinkles. Wow, this is going to be close. Nautilus is right there too. Here comes Nautilus. Climbed into second place. We told you he was good at this last week, first time playing. Now Rusky is up there. Poster duck all the way down in fourth place suddenly. But it's anybody's match. How are we doing on time, Sour Power?
We have
20 seconds left. Okay, Nautilus catching up to Speedy Tinkles. Who is going to have the edge here? Oh, there's Rusky. Speedy got caught. Disarm. Oh, and just as you were saying disarm. Wait a minute. Just as you were saying disarm, Nautilus shot ahead by 4 gates. Game, I think, was just waiting to show us that.
it was fed through the 4-game tier. I think that's where it was.
Oh my goodness. Well, we are doing manual scoring or manual timing here. But the way that it shows on the screen right before the pilot's disarmed, Nautilus sprung into the lead, grabs the first match. I think we got to give it to Nautilus. Do you agree, Sour Power?
Yeah, that's how it.
Wow. Okay, and it's a 4-gate margin, but Nautilus, you were kind of in the pack there that whole time. What sprung you into the lead at the very end?
Yeah, so I was just playing along as is, and kind of when I heard Sour Power counting down, I headed for that last gate, and as he neared the countdown down to 1, I just kind of chucked it through the last gate, hoping to pick up one more gate, but it looks like that was actually a 4-gate section, so as I fell through from throwing the quad, it looks like I picked up a few more points than I expected to.
It looked like it. Yeah, you were right there like tied at 16. Suddenly you're up to 20 gates. Amazing. Well, dramatic finish. Nautilus grabs the win. Speedy Tinkles was second. Rusky was third. Poster Duck fourth. Are we doing manual results on that, Joel? Or we're not doing results for Chase the Ace or Chase the Gates? Okay. All right. Well, guess what? We get to play again. We are just about an hour into our stream, and this is what we do to finish things off. We're going to play. We're in the high school or the grade school gym. I always think this is like the gym at my grade school. And yet another course that Sour Power has dialed up, randomly throwing gates all over the place. Pilot's just getting the hang of it, exploring. Who will win this one? I think Speedy Tinkles wants to try to avenge what happened in the last one. He was in the lead, but Nautilus threw his drone. He just threw it. Fell through a bunch of gates. Got a point for each of them. That was something we haven't seen in this VelociDrone version of Chase the Gates before. Nautilus quickly establishing legend status in Chase the Gates, the new game. And Poster Duck, you actually played the first ever game of Chase the Gates we ever did in real life. Correct?
Yeah, I did. It was a lot of fun.
You were... It was the high school and middle school race day. It was a Saturday, and you were here with your brother, who was racing as the 8th grader from Lakeville, and we needed an extra pilot, and you had your stuff. So it was you and Happy and the Red Baron, and now you get to play it in VelociDrone. How does it compare?
It's a lot easier in VelociDrone because you have arrows on where to go, and the screen is so clear. In real life, there's all sorts of interference, and it's hard to see the gates because all the colors kind of mishmash.
Yeah, well, fun to have you have a perspective on playing it both ways. I'm going to tell you what, I had this idea that we should have a gate that glows in a different color every once in a while, and that would be worth like double points or triple points. But I was told by the pilots that you can't really tell the color on the little tiny whoop cameras. So instead of a color change, it's going to have a flicker. So if you see a gate with a flicker, that's going to be like the bonus one, kind of like, you know, hitting in the MTV Rock and Jock, you know, kind of bonus scoring areas, if anyone knows that reference. Yeah, I'm old. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Okay, let's line up again for Chase the Gates, VelociDrone style. Can anybody stop Nautilus? Poster Duck has some real-world experience playing this game. Not many do. Okay, Nautilus. I think he's played in this gym before. I don't know if he's played this course before. Do we know that, Brian? Totally new course. Now remember, the gates are randomized, so the pilots have to kind of follow their screen indicators and look for the next gate. They're not going to be sequential. Nautilus is in first. Speedy Tinkle's second. Did we lose Cyrus? Looks like we lost Cyrus. So we're down to 4. Wish Cyrus a good weekend. First time flying in the CDSC. Okay, so it's Nautilus, followed by Speedy Tinkles, followed by Poster Duck, and then Rusky. Rusky getting the hang of Chase the Gates as well. I think he played it last week for the first time, but he was not on his main computer. Nautilus just creeps through a gate there. A little bit of contact, but he knew that he had a bit of an edge. He's got a 2-gate lead. Everyone will eventually fly the same gate sequence. It's just who can do it faster, but they don't know the gate sequence. That's the difference between this and a race. They have to be keeping their eyes open. They have no idea what gate is next, and it's not necessarily going to be close by. Nautilus, though, saying, try and stop me in this game. Not going to happen. Now he's on to his second lap. Now, once you get to a second lap in this timed version, you should have an advantage because you've flown it already. You can kind of remember, what did I do? Oh yeah, I went from that one to that one. Poster Duck getting close to Speedy Tinkles. Can Poster Duck climb into second here? We'll see. But Nautilus, how much time we got, Brian? 30 seconds left. They're already well into their second lap, except for Rusky. Seconds. Nautilus this time does not have to storm from behind. He is in the lead. Can he hang on to it? This arm, and Nautilus did go 2 for 2 here, but Poster Duck climbed into second, just ahead of Speedy Tinkle. Same number of gates, but Poster Duck got a little bit farther that time. So he did catch Speedy Tinkles there. Speedy Tinkles is in third, Rusky in fourth, but so far this is all Nautilus in Chase the Gates. Now is that it, or do we have one more? Sour Power is ready. Let's see. Okay, oh, we're changing rooms. Look at that. We're make it, build it. We're going back into this warehouse, I think. All right, Rusky, you did play with us last week, correct? Was that your first time playing Chase the Gates?
No, I played it a week before.
You played it a week before. Okay. And any thoughts on it as you're trying to catch Nautilus, who seems to be mastering this game?
It's not really my game.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's nice to have a variety, I think, of drone sports. That's why we call it the Collegiate Drone Sports Championships, not just racing, because you can certainly imagine other competitive uses of these drones, so trying to lead the way and throw some new things in. With the Kid Legends, our elementary age kids, we're actually doing a freestyle day now on Mondays. Intent to be Human, leading that. And those kids not only race and do Chase the Gates, they play hide and seek on Wednesdays with Sour Power. So, trying out a bunch of new things with the young kids. College kids ever want to play hide and seek? I wonder. I'm just throwing it out there. Or have they aged out of that? You might retire from hide and seek once you get to college. I don't know. I'll wait for a back channel comments on that. Okay, one more to go. Who was that? Who said something?
You're never too old for hide and seek. We should do it.
That sounds good. All right, maybe we will mix in a hide and seek for the college kids. It's been pretty fun. There's nothing like aerial hide and seek. I don't think we'll ever go back. All right, it's Speedy, Rusky, Nautilus, and Poster Duck. One more time, chasing the gates. Which gates will they go to? Only Sour Power knows. Somebody's got a creaky door.
That's me, sir.
That's all right. Oh wow, look at this course. I didn't realize this course was so cool. Rusky had the lead for a moment. Nautilus stole it. We're in first-person view, that's why. Can I get a good angle? Let's see. Oh, this course is tough. All right, I'm gonna go first-person view. Yeah, this is the fun way to look at this. We're watching our leader, Nautilus. Poster Duck, second. Wow, they were all at the same gate count for a second. Poster Duck's the leader. And Poster Duck steal this one. I think the only pilot with real life Chase the Gates experience. Unless Nautilus played it with us once. Poster Duck. With a 2-gate advantage over Rusky right now. This course is mixing up the order a little bit. You're watching Poster Duck's feed. Now we can't see his gate indicators, but this has got to be a distracting place to figure out where to fly next. Rusky trying to catch him. We're watching Rusky now. Looking around, where do I fly next? Nautilus in third, Speedy Tinkles in fourth this time. Watching Poster Duck. All right, and there's your final leaderboard. Look at that. Poster Duck grabs the last Chase the Gates of the day in his first sim event with us in the CDSC. Nice job, Poster Duck. Rusky grabs second that time, just 2 gates back of Poster Duck. Getting the hang of it here, Rusky. And then Nautilus finally gets stopped and Chase the Gates. This course was not his friend. He's back just 29 gates, and Speedy Tinkles was right behind at 28 gates. So nice job, pilots. That course was insane. Poster Duck, what was it about that course that gave you the edge, do you think?
I have no clue. It's just a fun one.
Watching it in first-person view, I don't know how you could have even figured out. I guess you got the little arrows. Were the arrows essential here, Tinkles?
Oh yeah.
I mean, the majority of the gates I was flying through that course were the gate was right below me, so it took me a while to realize the pattern. So I would go through a gate and then spend 10 seconds looking around for it before realizing it was right under the gate I previously went through. So that definitely set me back a
Is
lot.
this all like gravity gates? Is everything I'm seeing there basically gravity gates?
It was pretty much all dive gates, yes.
Oh my gosh. Leave it to Sour Power. Sinister Sour Power. He's just over there. Twisting his mustache. Very sinister. All right, well, always fun flying with you guys. Thank you for helping to lead the way here. Our first official CDSC season. We're coming close to the end. This was the third to the last. We got 2 more Fridays to go. Next Friday, December 11th, and then our final on December 18th. Maybe we'll mix in some hide and seek. Never too old for hide and seek, says Poster Duck. I'll listen to that. Rusky was the winner of our race portion. Speedy Tinkles was right there. Runner-up in the race. Nautilus gets 2 of 3 in Chase the Gates, but Poster Duck grabs the last one. Everybody has something to hang their hat on here today. Congratulations, pilots. Always a pleasure flying with you. We hope to get back to the combination sim and real life college Fridays pretty soon. It doesn't look like it's going to happen here in 2020, but in 2021, we're actually going to be adding a full team from St. John's University in Collegeville. They are coming online. You heard it here first. We know that Cyrus is going to be working on getting a team at St. Cloud State. And you've got Nautilus and Speedy Tinkles repping the University of Minnesota. And Rusky's talking to some other pilots up at UND. So some team racing in the future of the Collegiate Drone Sports Championships. That's going to be a lot of fun. Or Sour Power, who dialed up all these courses and created Chase the Gates sequences and kept the clock. Kept these pilots flying. Thank you, Sour Power. And Netizen, he's back here on the screen. This was a fun event today.
It was fun listening to it.
It was fun watching it. Thank you for dialing up everything and making it happen and allowing for the invention of Chase the Gates in the first place with your incredible controllable gates here at Ready Tech Go. We are, yes?
Got good things coming.
Good things coming. We got a lot of good things coming.
Good things coming.
All right, currently closed at Ready Tech Go, but still streaming. We are going to be streaming and streaming. Next stream is tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. It's the Elite Drone Sports Championships. Everything from elementary school, middle school, high school, and college will be represented. The best of the best on Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. That is again in the simulator. And then next week we come on back. Live stream schedule resumes on Wednesday afternoon, 3:30 p.m. Central with the Kid Legends. High school and middle school on Thursday night. And we're back to college Friday next Friday on December 11th. Thank you guys for watching. That's it for today. Have a great weekend and tune in tomorrow for the EDSC 10 a.m. Central. See you later. Pilots, great job. That was fun.